Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about, not really talking, but just going over the fusion system. In my last video I used all my my skill rune fragments, and in today's video we're going to be using the blessing stones, or more accurately, we're going to be using the blessing powder to get blessing stones. So, how much blessing powder do I have, and what can we get with that amount? So, without further ado, let's just go to the fusion screen. And we're back with the fusion screen. As we can see, I have 4273 blessing stone powder, and how about we spend the powder and see what we get? We can build 20 at a time. I'm not sure how much 20 will... it's a ton of powder, so let's go. Only rares, unfortunately, nothing special. We go again. One epic one, I believe I have this one. I think I have this one, but it's not really that amazing. Another epic one. Airback attack damage by 14%. Not bad if you don't have anything better to use. Okay, only rares. To finish off, only rares. Let's see what about the rare stones. How many epics? Okay, a ton of epics, ton of repeat epics. This one isn't bad. The damage of target that have elemental weakness increased by 12%. If you know you're going to be using elemental advantage with your skills, with your weapons, and even the ring, this is a great blessing stone. It's a moment on the team. It increases in one support hunter's attack, defense and HP by 3.5%. If there are 3 support hunters, it's an additional 3.5%. It's not bad if you're going as Sanjinu main, and when you're playing as Sanjinu, if you go full support team, you could use that blessing to increase your damage. The daily quest that increases your HP and revives. I like to use that one, since when I'm going against the stronger bosses, especially the first time I'm doing it, I like to have the assurance that I won't die the first time. And that's pretty much it. Chains of Blood, you increase your attack by 30% of your last HP ratio, but your damage taken also increases by 10%. If you're good enough to dodge all of your opponent's attacks and you know the pattern, this could be a great stone for damage increase. Let's go again. Okay, Fatal Strike. It's not bad, but not great. When you create, you decrease the break odds, so if you don't have breakers on your team or break skills good enough, you could try to use that. This one isn't that amazing. You have to lose HP to increase your attack by 9%, but you have to be almost dying for the stacks to happen, so it's not the best blessing. For a defensive blessing could be useful. This one is nice. Increases your attack and decreases your opponent's attack and defense by 7%. If you have the legendary one, even better. This is defensive one, and max HP increase by 12%. Not amazing. You don't scale off HP, so not really useful. We go again. We got this one a ton, and we got that one already. I don't think I have any more. Nope. Let's go for the legendary blessing stone. Go one by one. No legendary. No legendary. One legendary. Okay. For 20% damage received decrease, it's not bad for a defensive rune. It protects you a bit against strong bosses. It's 20% decreased damage received, which is nice, and it stacks every 6 seconds 1%, so it will take a bit of time to actually be good, but it's better than nothing, I guess. A legendary. Legendary. got the legendary version of the last one. The last we got epic rune. The damage taken decreased by 15% and increase received shield effect by 15%. It's not bad, it's instant 15% damage decrease instead of the scaling decrease that the other one gives you. So it could be better, of course. As legendary, it's going to be the best until you get something better. Okay. Ooh, I got the new Blessing Stone legendary. Let's go. Shadows can regenerate indefinitely as long as they are supplied with mana. You absorb 100% of your damage taken but consume MP equal to 14% of the damage absorbed. So you absorb all of the damage you take, but you consume MP, so you're going to consume MP really fast if you take a ton of damage. But the Blessing Stone, the legendary version at least, is going to be a bit more fair in terms of MP you waste, instead of the rare version that you get for completing the job change. You have a bit less MP consumption, and if you don't have any MP left, if you lose your MP, you're going to be you take damage normally basically. But it's quite nice. I wanted to have this version. It's a good defensive skill and it regenerates your shadows indefinitely as long as they are supplied with mana, so you're constantly having your shadows up, which is really cool. So it's nice, and that's it for all the blessings that we have. So for offensive blessing stones is what I currently am using. For my first empower I'm using the Bloodlust. As you saw, I got the epic version with the fusion system, but I have the legendary one, so I don't need the other one. It decreases their defense by 12% when you get hit, so it's quite good. When you attack, not when you get hit. When you attack, it decreases their defense by 12%, which is really nice. And if you get hit, they also decrease their defense by 12%, their attack by 12%, so it's doing both offensive and defensive capabilities, which is really cool. For the second one, I'm using the Boss Slayer. If you're going against boss and elite monsters, this is really good and gives you a ton of extra damage to bosses. But if you're going against regular mobs, you could switch this for another Blessing Stone. For instance, you could go for this one. It increases your attack by your attack increase equal to 36% of your lost HP ratio. So the damage taken increases by 10%. But if you're low, you're going to have a ton of attack increase. So it's also a good option if you don't have any better options. And I'm using the Reawakening Blessing Stone. It decreases my cooldowns by 20%, which is amazing. I really like this Blessing Stone, and I think it's one of the strongest ones that you can have as well. And the last one, as I mentioned, I'm using the Weakness Detection to increase the 12% damage to elemental weakness increase damage. I'm always going to be using weapons that are strong against the bosses and skills that match the element they're weak to, so this is going to be always up. And I wanted to have the legendary version, but at least I'm happy that I got the legendary version of this one. As you see, I'm using the daily quest. I should change to either of these two, but as I mentioned, I like to have the failsafe when I'm starting a new fight. But if you don't die, you don't need the daily quest completion rune stone, a blessing stone, so you could change for one more defensive one, but I don't really like these blessing stones. This is going to be a universal stone. It decreases damage by 8%, which is nice. Then I'm using the one I just got. The damage taken decreased by 15%, and my shields get increased by 15%, which is nice. If you have, let's say, Gogunhe as a support, it's going to give you a shield, so you're going to get increased shield. If you're going to use the skill that gives you shields, you're going to get even more shields. The staff that, when you're doing the big bonk, the light staff, when you're doing the bonk, I believe it's one of, if it's in the skill or one of the advancements, you get a shield when you're doing the bonk. and it increases the shield you receive from those types of abilities, which is really good, and it basically absorbs a ton of damage I take with the synergy I have with the skills that give me shield. And last one, the new Blessing Stone that will give me a ton of absorption, so it's a really strong absorption, and it now has a less restriction, less punishable restriction with the MP, with the 14% MP consumption, which is really nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.